Hello, beautiful soul family. Welcome to this reading. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's for the Libra Collective for February. Libra Collective for February 2026. We're going to be looking into any upcoming shifts. Messages for Libra. Thank you for these messages for Libra. Oop, that popped out. We're just going to have a look at it. All right, so Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Are you in the process of detaching from something that maybe wasn't as promising as you once thought it was? All right, Libra, Ace of Cups popped out. All right, so no worries if you are in this transition, currently in the process of taking your emotions to a healthy place, taking your emotions where you feel like you've been needing to detach from a while, and I feel like this was a necessary movement. So this big shift is bringing in a new perspective, almost like the sun. Once you get to, it's like you're taking steps towards really taking care of yourself, taking care of your needs. And when needs aren't being met, it caused a shift. It caused a necessary movement. So it's like you can attract into your life what you are allowing into your life. All right, so it's like the universe speaks through what you accept. If you accept something and it's less than it should be, that is what you're going to keep attracting. So this is an upcoming shift where love gets given back to yourself. You're not draining yourself of love. You're not draining yourself, giving too much to situations or people. This is a time where you have so much to give. You have so much to give without needing to give it away. So I feel like there was a lesson that you had to learn to get to this Ace of Cups. But this is almost like you being remastered. Loving yourself first, knowing what your worth is, and knowing your value. Your cup is full. You have all that you need. You have all that you need right with you. I feel like this is in more of, I feel like you're moving through this flow of emotions. You may not feel this energy right now. Page of Cups. You're not accepting anything less. A Page of Cups can tend to be that wishy-washy energy, offering you only a smidgen, but taking everything that you offer. And I feel like, Libra, you're a very giving person. You are the sign of relationships, love, and karma. And I feel like this is where the universe is showing you how much how much, how much life you have, how much life you have, not to waste it. And I feel like this karmic scales is bringing into balance, justice. The Ten of Swords. All right, so there has been a painful ending. This is already past. Sorry, that's in the past. The Ten of Swords is a painful ending. It's almost like it's come to a place where there is no more to give. Because this wishy-washy energy, when you're only given so much, it's almost like feels like breadcrumbing, you know. It can drain your cup and leave you feeling like you're stabbed in the back constantly. So this is that painful ending, but it's also that painful realization that you have so much more to give than you have been given. And I feel like that can at first feel like something that it causes you pain. It's obviously a hard truth. Being stabbed in the back can feel like, it can feel like there's no way to come back from this, all right? And it's a positive thing. It always feels, obviously, it doesn't feel positive at the time, but it's already happened, and it's for the best, because the Page of Cups is not reliable. It tends to be more by their rules, by the person's rules. It'll never be a fair, equal relationship. Imagining this is love, I feel like this is just giving too much of yourself and not leaving enough. Because, I mean, most of us, you would assume the kindness would be returned, you know, as humans and as an empathetic human. We tend to love and love strong and overlook certain things. And unfortunately, some people can see that as a weakness and take advantage. So that painful ending, I feel like this is a painful truth that you had to come to terms with. The Eight of Cups just wants to come back out, right? And it was to get you to accept something and almost leaving the emptiness behind. And it's picking up or leaving everything behind, leaving those empty cups behind, and walking into the night. It feels like the night, the shadows, right? With that red coat. It feels like a red flag, right? It feels like almost you had no choice but to walk in a different direction. And it feels like you don't know where you're walking into. But the thing is, the emotions that you're feeling are what other people have put on you, what other people have left on you. And I feel like it does leave a little bit of a scar, you know, it leaves a little bit of the pain. So it's like, but you pick yourself up, even though you still take that pain with you because of the Ten of Swords, you know, it's painful. You pick yourself up, not realizing it. Something amazing is coming out of this. There was something positive. There's a reason for this. The universe is showing you a hard lesson to learn. But the reason for that, Gemini had the Emperor came out. The reason for that is it's like you're walking into your own power, your own control, taking your control back, standing firm, not just offering your cup to anybody, and almost being a little bit more wiser and wiser and a bit choosier. That's the right word. A bit more careful with who you trust, because I feel like wanting to trust people is just in your nature, and I feel like it's just your kindness natural. But the Emperor is all about structure. It's that masculine energy that don't give your power away. There's boundaries that get crossed, and that can that's when you end up in the Ten of Swords, right? So I feel like this is a lesson to learn, that your cup was always full to begin with. So a reminder of what you're leaving these empty cups. I feel like it was a point where it was like you were drained of your own water, your own emotion, and your own ability to nurture yourself. Where it took away, I feel like, the natural joy that you had. Always having an empty cup, or always having to resort to almost like you having a lacking, where this cup is so important. I mean, to nurture yourself and to care for yourself first, it really shows, and it shows others how to treat you, and how to value you. It's going to bring in that energy. It's going to magnetize that energy, that you don't accept anything less, and it's going to show. And this standing firm was necessary. Standing firm and standing firm on your boundaries. I feel like this is standing firm on your boundaries. Like, you don't build a wall around yourself, but you don't just let anybody in. But I don't think it feels like it changes who you are. It just changes who you let into your energy, right? Because the Magician, it's Gemini energy. The Magician is in your current energy. It's in your rising energy. So it's learning. It's learning to accept you can't change other people. You can't make other people be a good person. You have to have certain boundaries and certain it's almost like you start to see the signs, the warning signs, where you can sense when somebody isn't genuine, when they're not pure intentions. And I feel like you have a firmness where you're not easily persuaded. This is purpose, action, passion. Very intelligent and wise. But the Emperor only gets to be this energy from building foundations off of lessons, not closing yourself off. But being more careful. with who you let in your circle and who you let in into your castle, into your fortress. It's not a coldness, but it is calculated and not making the same mistakes over and over. You know, it's very intelligent, not a fool. The Emperor is not a fool. He does what's best for everybody, which comes from making sure you're in a place of healing. You're in a place of nurturing your growth and allowing yourself to heal, to bring yourself back to harmony and balance. That masculine energy, the Emperor, is a little bit of the opposite energy, I feel like, of the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, and Ten of Swords. So I feel like those tough lessons, those situations that brought you to a place of discomfort and being sabotaged, I feel like it's showed you an upsetting side of people. It's not a pleasant experience, but that is where you come into your power, your superpower. Four of Wands, celebrating your wins and letting go of the losses. You can't win everything. You can't win all the battles. The Five of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Wands. It's not competing against people not competing with others. It's only competing with yourself. Three of Swords, painful. It's been pain, there's been fear, there's been losses and grief. But this has really, with all of those experiences, it's the Two of Swords, it's allowed you to take off the blinders. It's allowed you to accept a truth. And no longer at the crossroads, standing where you can choose to see. If you take off the blindfold, you can choose to see, or remain with the blindfold on in the comfortable place where you don't have to accept the pain. And you can just celebrate no matter the chaos and what's going around you. I feel like these are the boundaries you need to set up so you don't get taken over by a battle that you can choose not to endure. You can stand in your place, stand strong, and stand on your throne. Stand for what you believe in. Stand for your pursuit of happiness. And not feel bad. To put up boundaries for those who don't want to offer you anything more than breadcrumbs. When you have a whole cup of water, a fountain, a never-ending fountain, emotions, love, kindness, a pure heart, genuine, that fountain stops running. You've allowed others to control your heart, control your mind, take pain as a part of your story, instead of taking your story to a whole other level where there's no battle, because you are evolved and you have come to a place where fighting those that aren't even worthy of your time. It's a lot of swords. Seven of Swords. Sabotage. I feel like there was somebody that was trying to cause confusion in your life. The Five of Pentacles caused you to feel left out, caused you to feel unworthy, hopeless. This is where you find your own strength, though. It's not in others, but in those situations. Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, the lovers, this is understanding equal connections. Don't take, but share. Understand and commit. Commit to your wins, but also are there for your hard times, not just the good times, the hard times. And not always in conflict, not always going to stir up aggression, but wanting to actually bring harmony. Connect on a deeper level. And also has their own full cup. So once you become to realize that your cup is full and the love that you give to yourself is the most important, you will attract your equal. Somebody who will magnetize your energy and will enhance your energy and will reciprocate. Not because they have to, because they want to. The Six of Pentacles, yeah, fair trade. It's all about not taking more than you give. The Star. The Star. Because you shine bright wherever you are. And the Aquarius energy doesn't want you to be anybody but yourself. Not to accept anything less. And know your value. And know the cost of confusing other people's perception with your own. The Star is rare, beautiful, and has flaws, but that is it's so unique. Space, time is nothing. It's no match. You have this limitless source of unpredictable energy, and it works in your favor because the sky's the limit. There is no limit. Reinventing how you look at love. Rising above the limits that people set. The Magician, you are your own star, your own magical, potent energy. Don't mask it behind fear, pain, and rejection. Because that is the universe just telling you there is something better for you. And you are better. You are better on your own full than with others feeling empty. Because that is the blind truth that we have to accept. Not everybody has our best interest. Painful endings bring beautiful days where you take your life into your own hands, you stand strong in what you believe in, and you celebrate with others who celebrate with you. Dance in the storm, laugh with you and love. The Queen of Pentacles, love how beautiful you are. Queen of Pentacles. She's understanding, nurturing, beautiful, compassionate, and she allows growth to happen with love, dedication, and a soft touch. It's like everything you touch, it turns to gold, turns to magic. And that's why others may want to drain your energy, because you have the magic touch. They see something in you and they want it for themselves. But before they can take it from you, you have the Queen of Pentacles. You're building your empire. You're growing new seeds from the dark. In the darkness, life grows. Living your life with empathy, kindness, and harmony. All right, Libra, that's your reading. I really feel like you're coming into a whole new place of who you are, really learning to love the things about yourself and letting go of the pain from the past, because the past was just showing you where you don't want to go back to, because the future is bright. You shine your light. And miracles blossom in your presence. All right, Libra, till next time. Bye.